world heavyweight float. Championship belt wrapped around my waist, yo. I got that Ric Flair figure foe. Slam you on the pavement, that's why they call me Street Pro. Create heat on beat flow. Like Jordan after the second time he three-peated folk. You came prepared, now get ready for the show. Yo, 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 what up, friends? Welcome back. Ball and Buds is back at it again. I am Omar, the sports professor Fonseca, and we are happy today to present the Major League Baseball Super Season Preview. Yes, indeed, it is going to be an amazing time. Happy opening day to everybody. One of the most glorious days of the year. And I have a glorious panel joining me today. Hopefully everybody will join. I've invited over 10 people. We'll see how many people actually join. Thank you for hitting that like button, whoever that was. Everybody watching, make sure you hit that like button, whether watching now or on the replay. Helps everyone out here in the algorithm as well. Make sure you subscribe to Ball and Buds, BALLANDBUDS. Handy QR code is up there on the right-hand corner. Once I move my screen out of the way, you'll be able to check that out, the link tree, and follow all of Ball and Buds social media. But that's not what's important right now. Because what is important is baseball. Yes, we are here. All right, so let me introduce the people who are here so far with the panel, the distinguished people that like to show up early. First of all, let me bring in, you know him very well, one of my best friends since a very young age, knee-high to a grasshopper down this age, about a 5-ish area. Shout out to Amul, our spring training insider, went down to Florida with us there. Amul, how you doing today, my brother? You're muted. You are muted. All right. Never mind.
Opening day jitters. Happy opening day, everybody.
Yes.
How you doing?
Opening day jitters. He doesn't know how to work his microphone and camera all of a sudden. That being said, you can check him out at AM23 Photography. He does awesome photography work aside from doing our spring training recap from Fort Myers. Check that out on YouTube. I just posted it today. Next up, AP, I would come to you because I know you in terms of chronological order, but ladies first. Avil, representing the Audible podcast. Yes. First time, by the way, on Ball and Buds. We are so happy to have her, and actually a historical moment for Ball and Buds, as she is the first woman lady ever to appear on Ball and Buds, and we appreciate you. How you doing today?
Hey, I'm excited.
Yes, we're excited to have you, other than you being a Yankees fan, but we'll get to that. And finally, last but not least, shout out to the man in the down right-hand corner from Let's Talk Sports, from Rec Room, from pretty much everywhere on the internet that you can find sports talk at. He is AP. What's good, brother?
As one of the greatest PA announcers once said, it's baseball time in Texas. Let's go.
Ooh, I don't know who that was. It wasn't Vince Scully, and it wasn't Gary Cohen, so I don't know who that was, but I'll take it, my friend. I'll take it. You're not going to tell me who it is? Okay, that's fine.
Nah.
All right, let's go.
Not after that rebuttal. No.
Well, that's fine.
Wow.
All right. Well, let's move it in. Let's talk some baseball. Let's get what everybody came here for. Look, y'all, huge season coming up. Lots of storylines. So first of all, let's start with, I am just going to throw some storylines out there. And I want everyone to start with what is their storyline going into this season out of the major ones that I'm about to say. So first of all, we know we just came from the World Baseball Classic. You are allowed to talk about that if you want. Venezuela was the champion. Someone may want to talk about Mark DeRosa's bad USA decisions. I don't know. I'll leave that up to anyone here, but that's there. Venezuela, congratulations to be the champion. Amul, This may be the one you actually touch on, as you like to touch on this a lot, as you are a law student, a law professional. Labor battles. We are expecting
Oh,
a
here we
labor
go.
disagreement at the end of the year. We saw what happened with the WNBA. Avil, you know, me and you have talked about that. This could come to MLB at just the wrong time instead. Also, AP, maybe this is something you want to talk about. Have and have nots. Where are the Dodgers on the scale of can we keep letting Dodgers and Mets and teams like that continue to spend at an amount that may, and you know, this has been going on a long time. It's not like it's anything new, but actually end up hurting in the long run. What else do we have? ABS. Wow. The ABS system coming into play this year for the first time. Players will be able to challenge balls and strikes for the first time ever. And if you didn't see it last night, we had our first challenge by Jose Caballero of the New York Yankees. Unfortunately, he was incorrect. And the umpire, shout out to the umpires who never get any credit, was right on this account. So we'll go around the horn. Ladies first, what is your storyline for this season, Avil?
Mark DeRosa does not need to be the manager of Team USA. McLean is a so-called rookie to watch.
Come on now.
And I mean,
I know he was bad. I know he was shaky.
He was bad in the Italy game. He had that wild pitch against Venezuela.
Sure.
And I'm just happy that it's now regular baseball season because he pitches for the Red Sox. So let's go.
Well, he pitches for my Mets, and that's okay. As a New York fan, I know you hate the Mets so much that you wouldn't think about that. But tell me more about the World Baseball Classic.
I know it's one of the two. Roman is the other one. He's the other rookie to watch, and he's on the Red Sox.
No, you're good. We'll get to Rookie of the Year, but I do want to follow up and ask you a question.
No. So with McLean, why would you put him in that spot as a rookie? As a rookie, why would you put him in that spot? Mark DeRosa does not need to be the manager of Team USA. He's done.
Wow.
Absolutely not.
I don't blame McLean in that situation. I blame Tyreek Skubal because that was supposed to be his start. And Skubal bowed out of the tournament. So
now, do we blame Skubal or do we blame the Tigers?
Partially the Tigers.
I don't blame either of them. And I said this on Audible. I don't blame Skubal. I understand what he did. I respect him. And after watching Webb last night and Schemes today, I'm glad that Skubal said, nope, I'm pitching this game and then I'm going back to my team. He did the correct thing.
On my season. Okay. All right.
Not as a starting pitcher. No.
Yeah, I kind of throw blame on DeRosa too because he did not manage that game well. He did not manage that game well.
He didn't manage the whole World Baseball Classic well. He didn't even know the rules about them being eliminated.
No, he didn't. He didn't know the rules. He didn't know the challenges he had left. What was he doing as the manager of USA? Like, who picked him? Can I just ask that? Who picked him? Because you have so many. You have Francona. You have you have other managers who are far
tons of experienced
of managers who are far more experienced. Thank you. That would have been a better fit.
It's not even that. It's not even that. It's like he went into it like it was an exhibition game, and the players went into it like it's the World Series.
Right. Yes. Okay.
Because it was,
and that's not fair because they actually wanted this. Like
they did bad. Yeah, they wanted it bad.
Yeah. I mean, Italy with their espresso dances. That was hilarious. That was great. But they every other team wanted it more, seemingly than I guess the USA team did want it a little bit, maybe 15%. but they didn't want it the same way everyone else did. So,
well, I also think again, Mark DeRosa hampered them a little bit, and I also think they had luck on their side. They should have never AP got past Dominican Republic on that strike call at the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
True.
And also the U.S. side is like it still kind of treats it like a business still, whereas you have teams
protect your investments.
You have teams like the Dominican, you have teams like Venezuela. This is their life. This is their culture.
That's all they do.
For those who do not know Latin culture, baseball is like is life for some of these guys, and this is something they love to do. This is something that they love to participate in. Half the Hispanic players, because of visa purposes, were upset that they couldn't participate in this event. It's just the Hispanic players want it more. Obviously, the Japanese players want it more because they have such a strong team as well. Again, as long as the U.S. continues to treat it like a business, I don't think they're going to ever be successful in the WBC. Because like you said, Amul, other teams just want it more.
They're not going to take it with the serious as the gravitas that they need to. Even Derek Jeter, who isn't even playing, like you're an announcer, stop talking. Like I realize that's tough to do, but like to say that okay, it's better to be in the World Series than to be in the WBC. I don't recall him ever playing in the WBC. So how is he qualified to make that? You know,
they didn't have it then.
Yeah, they didn't have it then. So in that regard. Maybe Jeets should just, sit down and, I don't know, wear one of Poppy's T-shirts or something that he likes to give away nowadays.
There you go. AP, what's your storyline for this upcoming season?
I mean, there's a lot you can go through as far as, what to choose. I mean, we're going to talk about the Dodgers anyway, so we might as well throw it out there. People are saying that this is a dynasty, and they're already a dynasty because we forget they won a World Series in 2020. Say what you want about the COVID year, but they've already won a World Series in 2020. They won the last two. But that doesn't mean they're invincible. That doesn't mean the three-peat is guaranteed by any stretch of the means. Because if you remember in 2023, they won over 100 games but got bounced in the wild card by the Arizona Diamondbacks. So they can get beat. Any team. It doesn't matter if you're the number one seed. Doesn't matter if you're a wild card team. Once October hits, it's a whole different ball game, and it is so tough to repeat as a three-peat champion. I mean, the last team to do it was the Yankees in the late '90s and 2000s. So,
so let me follow up on that with you. Then, do you think that the fact that even an easier question, people are talking about salary caps. What do you think about an MLB instituting a salary cap?
Honestly, I think it's going to be detrimental to the league. I think it's going to be more detrimental than anything because it's just going to cause so much financial chaos in Major League Baseball that it's not going to be sustainable, especially when you have a strike season coming. It's not going to be good at all.
That's facts.
And people are like, well, why? How do we stop these teams from? People don't understand. There are ways that these lesser teams have been able to win games. I mean, we've seen the Tampa Bay Rays of all teams who have literally no financial gain.
Very true.
Go to the World Series twice. Hell, this team right here has no financial gain. They won a World Series 3 years ago.
That's true. Very true.
So the Washington Nationals, another team that won a World Series recently. Just because a team spends all the money, all of it, and Yankees fans.
Now, do you think those are outliers? Do you think that's outliers that have come every?
That's what they want to paint it as. It's like if you spend the most money, you're going to have the most success. But unfortunately, Omar, you know well, your Mets have spent a lot of money and they haven't done squat. So
I do.
I mean. And it's kind of the same with the Yankees here recently. They've spent a lot of money, but you get to the ALCS and not have any success.
Yep.
So just because you spend a lot of money doesn't mean you're always going to have success. It's only being talked about because it's the Dodgers. They've won the last 2 World Series, and it's the culture we live in where people don't like seeing success. people in this day and age don't like seeing success. So when we see the teams like the Dodgers or teams like the Yankees or whoever win back-to-back World Series, it puts a sour taste in people's
now.
Is
it success or is it repeated success? That
it's probably repeated success, because if you look at the NFL, it's the same thing with the Chiefs. It was the same thing with the Patriots. It's the repeated success, and people are, well, everybody thinks parity is good for the league. In some cases, it's not really. I mean, it's great to see, it's great to see some of these teams win every once in a while. It's great to see some of these up and coming teams. Like, how great was it seeing the Cubs win a World Series for the first time in 100 years? That was one of the most must-see things. So,
that was
but
fabulous.
if you look at what is going to, because teams are going to look like, and commissioners are going to look at what brings in the most profit. What matchup do we want in the postseason? And right now, what brings Major League Baseball the most profit is the LA Dodgers, unfortunately. So,
Yep. And Shohei Ohtani. Amul, what is I know you like law. Are you going to tell me about the labor update? What are you talking about?
I mean, I can. I was my headline was going to be about breaking up the Dodgers, but
that's fine. You can talk about both. Go ahead.
Yeah, AP took that a little bit, but I'll start with the labor side agreements. So, in my view, Manfred needs to take this more seriously. I saw an interview. I'm sure we all saw it. However,
Maya, raise the hands real quick. Is Manfred the worst commissioner in sports?
I mean, the current one?
Out of all four big sports, is he the worst commissioner? Out of hockey, basketball, football, and baseball, is he the worst?
Bettman's gotten better, so I'm going to go ahead and
Bettman is much better now in hockey.
Yeah.
And even Goodell better, too, in football.
Yeah.
I still say it's Adam Silver.
Wow.
I don't like these. I don't. Even though my team won it, even though my team won the NBA title last year, I hate the NBA product as a whole.
Wow. He's bringing basketball back to Seattle with the expansion. They're even getting a team in Vegas.
Screw Seattle. You couldn't handle your team getting taken away. Bunch of crybabies.
That was like the same kind of owner that Oakland's got.
Fair enough.
So I'm gonna take it one step past APs. I'm gonna say Kathy. Kathy got to go. She is the worst.
Yes,
WNBA. Yeah, I would agree with that.
You're so right.
She is the worst.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
all right, that's fair. Yeah.
If it's between Kathy and Manfred, I'm gonna have to keep him.
See,
Kathy got to go.
And notice Manfred didn't reinstate Pete Rose until one, he was already passed, and two, it's at the very end of his term. So he's basically leaving it for whoever takes on the mantle next.
I mean, you know what? I didn't put WNB up there, but Kathy Engelbert, by far, you're the worst.
You said basketball. You didn't specify. You said basketball, and it's basketball.
And that's why I brought you on, because how smart you are. Amul, continue on. What you got, brother?
Can we get just total side note? We can discuss this later. But since Jerome Powell's term is ending, can we get him to run baseball after Manfred is done?
We're not doing politics right now. Me and you.
I know. No. That's more finance. But my point is this: that in the interview that he had yesterday. Yeah, I know. You like how I toned that line?
No, we got to get a political show soon. Me and you. That's all.
But the more
actually, I can use the bathroom. Y'all continue. Go
ahead. And now we begin the show, ladies and gentlemen, of the guests carrying his podcast. This is a tradition, by the way. So I would say this: that Manfred said yesterday in his interview that he was kind of like, yeah, I'm looking forward to the season. Nothing about labor side agreements. Nothing about things that actually matter. We're facing not only a shortage, but also the fact that we're going to have a strike next year. So there was no talk of that whatsoever. He should have gotten it done. He should have said that immediately and talked about it, because, that's the most important thing. We're going to face no baseball in 27. AP, what do you think? No baseball in 28. April, how long do you think the strike might last? You guys there?
So I hope that they don't strike
Okay.
because I need baseball in my life. But
Well, they're definitely going to strike. I think we can all.
if
say.
if it happens, I hope it doesn't go longer than a year. I don't know if I can go more than a year without baseball.
I mean, to be completely honest, though, Avil, and I agree with you completely, it shouldn't happen at all because we will remember what happened. Well, AP, you're too young, and Avil, I think you may be too young too. But me and Amul are.
I was gonna bring this up. Yeah, the last
remember
time.
the strike of '94.
Yep. And it
That
took 2
completely
years.
I was younger. I remember it, but I was younger.
It
Well,
took
it
almost
completely
2
ruined
years
baseball
for all fans to come back. Maybe 3, Omar.
And
Like,
what did it take?
Yeah.
It took Sammy Sosa and Mark
It took
McGwire
Sammy Sosa and Mark
juicing
McGwire
up.
to bring everyone back.
to hit home runs, yeah.
Because chicks dig the long ball, as Nike once told us.
By the way, let's move on to another subject. Last night, Netflix's debut of Major League Baseball. First of all,
choppy debut.
Most baseball fans and most every person that wanted to see baseball on opening day had no clue Netflix was the one promoting the game.
Nope.
And then they had these cavalcade of stars, including Barry Bonds' high-voiced ass. Yeah, we know why, sir. Also, you had Jameis Winston. God bless him. I love Jameis Winston. And I know you play baseball, and I know you're fun to watch, a joy to watch. But does he belong on baseball? To me, it seems like Netflix.
Yes.
He absolutely did. Yes, he absolutely did. You will not slander his name. No, not today.
Let the man have some work, sir.
Let me finish the question. I love Jameis. What I'm going to say is, though, how was everything so fragmented in Netflix's production of opening day game? You had all these different entities, all these different elements that completely contrasted each other. Did anyone else see this, or am I the only one that saw this?
Okay, so let me go first. I'm gonna say my piece. So was it cheesy as hell? Yes, it was. It absolutely was. To a avid baseball watching fan, it was cheesy as hell.
To mascots and dancers on the trolley, by the way. In the New York cab, they had dancers and mascots on the New York cab and the trolley. What are we doing? Is this baseball or is this the Bad Bunny?
Let me finish. It was cheesy, yes. But with that being said, let's be real. Everybody that watches baseball, I don't care what service it's on, it's opening day, opening night. If you're a baseball fan, you're going to watch. That's a given. It was put on Netflix to bring. If you normally watch baseball, you're going to watch baseball on whatever service it's on. You're just going to figure out how to watch it.
That's true.
That all that extra stuff was not for us. They are trying to make baseball more TV friendly, which is why I hate pitch clock. Games were too long. I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed turning on the game, being able to take a nap, wake up, and it's only the 7th inning. I missed that. I love my entire day being taken away from my baseball. But with that being said, and they're trying to bring people back into loving baseball. That's why I was on Netflix. That's why I had all the cheesy stuff that didn't match. It was to bring in different demographics, so they had a little bit of something for everybody. Was it cheesy? Yes. But it was what baseball needed, because you just brought in a whole new demographic that even if they have T-Mobile, they're not going to sign up for the free MLB TV. They're not.
Yeah.
But it's on Netflix, and it's free, and it's right there, and it's been in our face. As soon as you open Netflix, that's a whole new demographic that they're trying to bring into baseball. So, do I like what it represented and what it stood for and what it could mean in the future? Yes, I absolutely loved it. But was it cheesy? Absolutely.
And it's too promotional.
James Winston, oh my God, I can't wait until he's done playing so that he can actually do announcing full time, because, it's going to be great. It's going to be great.
By the way, Netflix's price just went up today. So
Of course.
Netflix runs again.
Yep, it went up again.
And look, if I see one more Stranger Things freaking promo, like this is what Netflix does. They buy these sports to promote Stranger Things and all these other shows. Look what they did with WWE Raw. They bought Raw, and then the first thing they did was a Stranger Things episode. Like, what are we doing right now? But I guess the good part about that is you got Jey Uso yeeting at the opening day game. Like, what do these things have to do with each other? Nothing.
I tuned in and heard the MLB Network guys. Or guys and gals, like the announcers, and was just like,
oh, so
is this MLB Network or is this Netflix? Like, oh, I didn't realize that they were being contracted out. Okay, so that's how we're doing this. Okay.
Yeah.
I can't wait till he turns heel. I'm done with the yeeting.
No, man. Hey, Jey Uso's everywhere. I literally turned on a game last week. I got NBA League Pass. And I turned on the Pistons and Rockets game on League Pass. And during halftime in Detroit, Jey Uso was doing the yeet. I was like, what are we doing in life? Like, how is he they didn't even know who he was at the Pistons game. They were like, we don't even know who this is. But the music is cool, and we're going to yeet. We're going to yeet. We're going to yeet.
The yeet is this generation's Macarena.
That's what we're going to yeet. Yeet.
I'm just going to say it. The yeet is this generation's Macarena. That's all I'm going to say.
Pretty much. I will say this though, whatever the hell they showed, it was way better than what they have on Apple TV. Apple TV is awful.
A lot of people didn't like it.
I hate Apple
only
TV's production of Major League Baseball.
The one thing I like more about Apple TV is that they showed a lot of statistics. They showed a lot of spread hitting.
I like that you could do the radio. You could dial into the local radio broadcast in Apple TV. That was the reason I liked it.
That is the only good benefit from it. That is the only good benefit.
Yeah.
If they're really serious about doing production for Major League Baseball, they need better commentary. They need better production. They need better shows in general. Because the production of Major League Baseball on Apple TV is horrendous. Aside from, like you said, from other than the radio broadcast.
I mean, apparently the MLB Network people are available, so just have them, have them do Apple TV broadcast too, if they're not going to be doing Netflix all the time.
So depending on the game, because it's not every game, but depending on the game, on MLB TV, at least 2 seasons ago, I could do this. You can catch some of the radio broadcast, like you can watch the regular streaming, but then you can change the broadcast to the radio. That's how I used to watch. Listen to John.
I don't think you can do it. Like I was streaming a couple games today, including the Mets just telling Paul Skeens. But
and it's not every game. I know it's not every game, but every once in a while you can catch them.
Yeah, I couldn't find it today. And then when I switched over to the Red Sox game, I still couldn't find it. So I think for the moment they've sort of disabled that feature, but maybe they'll bring it back. Or maybe I just didn't.
Hopefully.
I'm kind of excited to see what Peacock and NBC do with baseball here. I think the first game was actually today. The Pirates game was on NBC, but you've also got the Peacock game tonight. I'm kind of excited to see how they do Sunday Night Baseball this year.
By the way, Peacock, I have a problem with you, okay? And April, I know you're not going to want to hear this, and I apologize in advance. I am not a fan of musicals, okay? So and I don't know if you are either, but you may be AP, Amul, y'all may be fans of this too. I am not. All I know is once I watched my Mets blow out the Pirates, I started cleaning up my apartment. Wanted to make sure I got a little tidy before the show went on. And all of a sudden, I started hearing some singing. And I said, man, what is that singing going on? Where is that coming from? Broadway? Because, I live right by Broadway, so I got all the music going on my window. And I was like, nah, man, that sounds like some kind of musical. And all of a sudden, I look up, and I see Wicked on my screen playing in the full-length movie. Peacock. I am not your target demographic. I do not want to watch Peacock.
No, do not blame that on Peacock. That is your algorithm, because I am a fan of Broadway, a huge fan of Broadway. And Wicked doesn't just start playing as many musicals as I watch and Broadway shows as I watch. Wicked just not just start playing.
Well, this
Maybe
is why
FBI
I blame
might
Peacock.
start playing,
Are
but
you
not,
sure you didn't
why I
watch
not
blame
Wicked
Wicked. So
1?
that's your algorithm.
why-
That's your
no,
algorithm.
I feel
Don't
like
blame
Omar-
Peacock.
This
Listen,
is why I'm
okay.
blaming Peacock. This
No,
is why I'm
and
blaming
first and
Peacock.
That's
foremost,
your
ladies,
algorithm.
first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pretty sure he liked 1776 when we were in high school, and then well before that, The Outsiders. When we were in
Well,
elementary
I
school.
love The
So
Outsiders. Stay golden,
go.
Pony Boy.
No,
Okay,
yeah.
stay
So
golden.
don't go
That's
there
all
and
I
say
gotta
you
say
don't
about
like
it.
musicals, sir. Like, don't say that you're.
By the
you
way-
went to Hamilton. You saw Hamilton.
Only because the lead is Puerto Rican. By the way, what do y'all think? I was thinking about dyeing my hair blonde like Pony Boy. What do we think? A little
Yeah, I would do it. Yeah, I would do it.
Okay,
I would do it. Yeah.
Thinking
Why
about
not?
dyeing the hair soon. Let me know. Anyways,
Embrace your age. Go gray.
what? Don't do that. No, I have literally plucked every gray out since they've been coming in.
Well, Omar, you don't want wisdom. I've got plenty of mine you can borrow if you like.
Yeah,
I'm literally just gonna let my hair go gray at this point. Like,
no, I can't.
I
I can't.
love
I look too good for that. All right, let's move it on into our actual baseball talk since we've been going on forever.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the opening show.
This is great. All right, we're going to start in the NL since all of y'all are AL fans. We'll start in the NL. Major League Baseball, National League West. Obviously, the Dodgers are the favorite here. So let me go ahead and just kind of break this down. Dodgers are on their quest for the three-peat. As we know, we'll see if that happens or not. They are the favorites in the division as we're going into it. But obviously, you also have the Padres, obviously always trying to spend a lot of money there. So let's bounce through some things real quick, and then y'all can pick your division winners. So first, we don't need to go through the Los Angeles Dodgers. We know they spend a lot of money. They got Shohei, the best baseball player on earth. They got Mookie Betts. They got Freddie Freeman. They've won the past 2 titles. Let's move on to the San Diego Padres. They are the second team here. They may have a chance to win this division. Last year, they were 90-72. Not shabby at all. They made good additions this offseason as well. The other teams, we can talk about them if they want, but I'm only going to mention the favorites. But if you think that there's an underdog that could supplant one of those two, please go right ahead. We will start with you, Avil.
If Webb can come back to form,
San Francisco. Okay.
the Giants might be a silent contender in that division.
Wildcard team, you're talking, right?
No, just a silent sleeper. I mean, they may surprise you, but Webb has he has to go back to his regular form.
So I guess, what do you think about this? Because I think last night, this kind of, and it wasn't very pronounced, but we have to remember that they have a new rookie manager in Tony Vitello, who came from the collegiate ranks. How do you think that affects them, Avil, in this upcoming season, the Giants? Because we haven't seen that many collegiate managers get hired to the big leagues.
Yeah, I don't even know what to expect with that, because you don't really see it. If he can figure out his rotations and how to work his rotations, I think he'll be fine. He has to learn how to manage his pitching rotations. That's going to be his big thing, because that game got away from them last night. Yeah,
it did. And we can't forget the Diamondbacks in this division as well. Corbin Carroll, Geraldo Perdomo, and Ketel Marte, 3 of the best young players in the league. So go ahead, Avil. Who do you have for your winner in the NL West?
What's a wiener?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna win. Wow. You didn't have
What
to
is
call
a
me.
wiener?
You could have just kept going with it. You had to call me out. That's messed up.
Wow.
I see how you do me. I see how
Do you
do me.
even English, bruh? Do you even
Wow!
Yeah.
Now you're piling on? Okay. Like I don't have one of the biggest vocabularies on sports talk television. Let's get that straight.
I would. I mean, you do throw out some words, yeah, but okay, that's a stretch, but sure.
I hate you so much. I hate you. Avil, who is your winner before I get very upset?
We'll always have
Did
mini
you-
golf.
okay.
Friend.
Did you say winner? Like WINNE?
Who is your damn winner for the
That's not what I heard. I thought you said something else, which is why I was like, what is he talking about?
Okay, you know what, Avil? Let me play along with your game. Who's your biggest NL West wiener? Who is your biggest wiener in the NL West?
The horrible one, the Rockies.
Okay, yes, they are. That's a good point. Never mind, you got it. Yeah,
But I am going to pick, I'm going to say the Padres as my
Okay.
winner.
all right.
Because, am I allowed to curse?
You are
can I
allowed to
curse?
Yes, you may.
Okay. Fuck the Dodgers. Freddie Freeman is a national treasure, but fuck the Dodgers. So, with that being said, I'm going to go Padres.
Okay, the upset with the Padres. No one is calling that on earth except Avil, but hey, we're going with it. Hey, P, who you got? And what is your analysis on the NL West?
I see one team giving the Dodgers a run for their money. It's not the Giants, and it's not the Padres.
Oh,
It's the Arizona Diamondbacks.
the D-backs, man.
Because I think Perdomo is gonna blossom this year. He's gonna become not really a superstar, but he's gonna become a great number 2 to Corbin Carroll. Not only that, you have Nolan Arenado in there now, who's a great veteran bat. It's all going to come down on the arm of Zach Gallen. If Zach Gallen can find his footing again in that pitching rotation, I think the Diamondbacks are going to challenge the Dodgers for the West. I still have the Dodgers winning the West. I still have the Dodgers winning the West, but I think that the only team that could potentially challenge the Dodgers in the West is the Arizona Diamondbacks. I'm not sold on the Padres. I think they're going to fall off, and I think the Giants are just going to be awful this year.
Wow, Giants awful. Amul, thoughts on the NL West?
So I would like. There are a couple threads that I'm gonna pull on here. First, I would like to see the Dodgers collapse and collapse hard.
I mean, everybody would, I think. But then-
Yeah. Just fall face first in a vat full of concrete. I like the Padres, but I love the Giants infield. So if they can turn their pitching around, and not do, if Logan Webb can not do what he did last night, that would be great. And but aside from that, I'll go with the Padres. I'll go with the Friars.
There you go. Hey, can you pull your camera down a little bit because your face is blocked by your name? There you go. All right. I agree with everybody. I would like to see the Dodgers obviously go down. No one wants to see the evil empire, as Avil would know, with her Yankees back in the day. No one wants to really see that. So I would say that I hope the Padres as well win, like Avil said, but I do expect the Dodgers to take this. I don't see any reason that they wouldn't, except injuries. I mean, they have the deepest staff, the deepest lineup and deepest bullpen in the NL. I mean, so there's not really much you can say about it. And yeah, the biggest wiener is the Colorado Rockies. Can y'all please try to field a team? I don't really understand kind of what you're aiming for, Rockies, but you have such a good home field advantage with that ballpark and that high air that maybe you should start trying to play to that. I don't know. I play my baseball sim and I try to make sure that the team is fit for the ballpark. But what the fuck do I know? I'm not a GM.
Anybody heard anything from Chris Bryant lately? Literally, he's been pulling a Ben Simmons the last couple of years. So,
yeah,
big talk.
Well, yes, he kind of has though, because he could have signed with the Nats and he chose not to. He could have signed with anybody else. He went back to Denver, so he made his choice. I feel like.
I mean,
but still,
I think at this point, maybe it's how his career has gone. He was a very much expected prospect who played well the first few years and quickly flamed out And after that, maybe you just look for stability. Maybe you just look for comfort.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I was going to compare him to Anthony Rendon, but you might have a point there.
No. Don't you ever do that. Don't besmirch the name. Okay. Don't do that. Anthony Rendon outwardly hated baseball.
I know.
So that's a totally different thing. He is an enemy of our great game. Is Anthony?
Well, he went to the LA National or the LA
because he knew he would get paid for nothing. Because he knew Artie Moreno is the worst fucking owner in sports, if not close to.
Okay,
I mean, he's got a point. The Angels are hot garbage.
They really are. Trout did hit a home run though today, so there's that they can celebrate.
Let's move on to the NL Central. Obviously, the Chicago Cubs, Milwaukee Brewers are your two biggest contenders there. Chicago Cubs re-signed their star. I'm still crying that we traded Pete Crow Armstrong away, but they signed Pete Crow Armstrong to a long-term contract. You as well got the Milwaukee Brewers there. Both of those teams will be there at the top. Avil, start us off. Who you got in your NL Central?
Just after watching the one game that actually caught my eye today, I'm going to say the Cardinals are going to surprise us this season.
What? Wow. Okay, didn't expect that.
All right.
That was actually a good game. I have the MLB package, and so I was watching the big inning, and they kept flashing to that game, and the Cardinals just kept coming back, and they won. I think they are going to surprise a lot of teams this season.
All right, the Cardinals.
But
sorry, keep going. You're good.
Oh, but as my overall winner, yeah, I'm going to go
I thought
Pirates.
that was your winner.
No, that's just the team. I think they're going to shock everybody. They are going to have a better season than people are going to expect them to have. But Pirates going to win.
Wow.
Excuse me?
Pirates. Pittsburgh Pirates.
The who?
Paul
Really?
Skeens and friends.
No,
Really?
I'm sorry. I must
If he
have
stays.
misheard what Avil said.
If he stays, if Scheme stays, but I think he's going to be traded by the deadline, and it's going to be because he's asking for a trade.
Let me get this straight. You believe Paul Skeens is going to get traded by the deadline, and yet you still believe
I
that
think
the
he's.
Pittsburgh Pirates will win the division?
If he stays, so if he does not get traded, if he stays, if he gets traded, no.
Girl, let me tell you what.
Traded too.
If the Pittsburgh Pirates were to get anywhere close to winning the division, you would be a savant. Because there is no way on God's green earth the Pirates are winning that division. It's just not happening. I'm sorry. I can't see it.
You never know.
I hope you're right. I really, really hope you're right. Because I hope I'm wrong. Because I would love to see that, honestly. But I just can't. AP, who you got?
So there's two words or the reason why the Cardinals aren't going to surprise anybody, and that's Ollie Marmol.
Okay.
One of the worst managers in baseball.
Makes very bad decisions. Yes.
Make very, very bad decisions. The Cardinals, here's the thing. The Cardinals usually start off hot, but then once the break comes around, they start to flame out pretty badly.
Very true.
I have them finishing dead last in the Central, actually. So
damn,
I have the Pirates better than the Cardinals, at least. My NL Central winner is actually the Cincinnati Reds. I have the Reds winning the Central because their rotation is going to be great this year once healthy. Ellie De La Cruz is going to become a superstar. I love the addition of Key Brian Hayes to that team. They have a lot of great weapons in that lineup. Say what you want about the Cubs, but the Cubs are old. Brewers lost a lot of good pieces in the offseason. I think the Reds are winning this division. Not only that, I think the Reds are. I'll save that for later, but yes,
AP,
I like the Cincinnati Reds.
AP, I trust your baseball analysis very much as we work together over the past few years. But right now, You're very much upsetting me because the Cincinnati Reds have no freaking chance. What are you talking about right now?
You don't know that? You don't know that? They have a better chance than your Mets.
That's not true at all. And you take
Have a
that
better-
back right now. You take that
That
back
is
right now.
Oh, just wait.
absolutely true. That is
Just wait till we
absolutely
get to
true.
the NL. Just wait till we get to the NL East. You're gonna hate me when we get to there.
My God, I am flabbergasted. Amul, who is your AL?
I have the Reds winning the Central.
You have the Reds winning the Central. Okay, all right, that's a choice.
It's a choice, all right, not a good choice.
I've got the Cardinals as cellar dwellers. I have the Pirates if they keep Skeens no more than third. I have the Cubs winning the NL, neck and neck with the Brew Crew. So thanks to of course the Cubs taking the best Red Sox third baseman that we've had in quite some time, Alex Bregman, and just signing him to a long-term deal. So that's my pick for the NL Central.
I've got the Cubs.
I'm curious though with Avil, real quick. Where do you think if Skeens gets traded, where would he get traded to?
I have not thought about that. I don't want to think about that yet. I have not thought about it.
I think I know where. And Omar, you might not like this. I think he goes
The
to
Mets.
Atlanta. I think he goes
What?
to the Braves because he's from Louisiana. It's one of the closest places. It's one of the closest places there. And if he gets added to the Braves, they're a World Series championship team.
Yeah, as long as we get.
I mean, they already are. They're already going to be competing in the National League. But you add Paul Skeens to that rotation, they're on the level of the Dodgers.
As long as we get Terry.
I actually like that. I actually like that move. Yes. I will be okay with him going to the Braves. I will be okay with him going to the Braves.
And I'd be okay with both him and Tarek Skubal going to the Mets. Let's go. All right. Anyways, Chicago Cubs will win this division. Pete Crow Armstrong is too strong. And, the rest of the Cubbies there are going to. I do like the Brewers, though. It could be neck and neck. I could see either of those teams winning. But for sake of picking, I will go with the Brewers. Let's move it in.
Also,
to
real quick, Omar, shout out to the Angels for beating the Astros. The Astros are trash this year. I'm gonna bet. So, Angels did beat the Astros today. So
it was a $14 ticket to get into the game. I saw that was the cheapest ticket in the MLB.
Well, that's
Most expensive.
Was it in Houston?
Most expensive was the Dodgers.
Yeah, it was in
Was
Houston.
it in
Yeah.
Houston?
It was in Houston.
It was in Houston. That was the cheapest ticket to get in.
Take them back to the Astrodome, baby. Let's go. AL East baseball.
The year that the Yankees played Houston in Houston like 2 years ago,
Yeah.
I went opening weekend, and I want to say I paid $23 per ticket. I got 3 tickets. We sat third base side,
Yeah,
bottom level.
I went one
Because
year.
also the Angels are a poorly run organization, is why the tickets were so cheap. So.
Yeah. I went one year when we was about to go to New Orleans Heritage Fest, and like right before that, I got tickets for $30 at Minute Maid. So this is back when it was called Minute Maid. So
All right.
anyway,
Well, there you go.
NL East.
Let's go ahead and move it on to the NL East. Obviously, I will go last because it's my division. Avil, start us off again.
If the Braves were to get another pitcher, I would feel more confident about them. But I'm going to say Phillies. I think the Phillies are going to win the East. I think y'all greatly overplayed for someone who cannot play right field. And a true right fielder stopped his ball in that Dominican USA game, even waved by to him. He even said that he misses us Oh, it must suck having to play next to a dump. So please stop with the delusions of grandeur that y'all are going to do anything. No. But with that being said, it's going to be between the Phillies and the Braves, but I think the Phillies are going to win that division.
You're wrong. Phillies ain't winning nothing. Don't try to slumber on my birthday party. Not up in here, brother. No, the Mets are going to win this division. Screw the Phillies and the Braves. I mean, I don't know what else you expected from me.
You're gonna hate me. You're gonna hate me.
Go ahead, hate me. Fine.
Because I have the Mets finishing fourth. I think I have the Marlins ahead of them.
You did that on purpose.
Wow.
You did that on purpose.
No,
You don't actually.
The Marlins are scrappy. The Marlins can't be scrappy.
You don't believe that.
I have no faith in the Mets. I have no faith in the Mets because their rotation is ass. Their rotation is ass. I'm sorry. Juan Soto can only carry you so far. Okay. I have the Braves winning the NL East, even if they don't get another pitcher.
You know what sucks is y'all got Luke Weaver, and that makes me so mad because I feel like he needs to just come back home. He does not need to go in your bullpen to try to save y'all out of a game that y'all are not going to win. His talents are going to be wasted.
Who are the dudes?
And then Clay Holmes is a starter now? Clay Holmes is a starter? Sir, you washed out with the Yankees, so now you're trying to reinvent yourself? So you went to the dump to go reinvent yourself. Okay.
Thank you for
But that's y'all's rotation.
Thank you for Brandon Nimmo.
But that's y'all's rotation. Like, and I feel bad because Luke Weaver got injured and he had some bad innings. And then we brought in other guys because he was just having a hard time. And he found it again, but by the time he found it, we had already brought in somebody to replace him, and it sucked. Because I really love Luke Weaver. He does not deserve to have to play in a stadium or a baseball park near a dump. It's not fair to him. He is such a better baseball player than that.
Don't nobody give a damn about no Luke, I am not your father, Skywalker Weaver. I don't give a damn about him. I don't give a damn about the Yankees talking about
that's one of y'all best pitchers in your bullpen. You better give a damn about him. That's one of the best pitchers in your bullpen.
He ain't a damn thing. He's a backup.
You better recognize.
He's lucky to get off the bench. Get out of here with that. Anyways, keep it moving.
But yeah,
it's going to be a Weaver you trust by the end of the season.
AP, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, Amul. I have the Braves winning the East. So
I've been a friend of Omar's for a long time.
It better be the Mets.
There's a reason why I'm not looking at the camera right now. Listen, bro, we've known each other for a long time. Have you looked at your roster lately? Like, you've got Freddie Peralta, which is fabulous.
Marcus Simeon. You got freaking Francisco Lindor.
I saw that. I saw that.
Luis Robert, Juan Soto. What more do you want?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the for those following my Instagram story, this is the Mets related crash out I was referring to.
You did predict that. You did predict that before the show.
It happens. It happens every time we have one of these conversations, and you're okay. All right. Well,
what Omar doesn't know is that this is an intervention, not an actual show.
Yeah, it's an intervention. It's not. I'm looking at the roster, and they have. I mean, they have decent players. If you're looking to play for the future. Okay, if you're looking to play, in a couple of years, aside from Freddie Peralta, you got Juan Soto, you got, Francisco Lindor, Bo Bichette. But I think the Braves are probably going to be they're going to upset the Phillies, which aren't going to please my Philly friends, but I don't really care. And they'll probably take the East. I don't really have the Mets anywhere. Maybe third. I don't know. It depends on how well the Marlins do and if the Nats actually do decently well. Yeah, I said it. So
I think the Nationals at this point are just kind of retooling. Obviously, they traded Mackenzie Gore to Texas. I could see
Right.
James
Enjoy
Wood.
it. Treat them well is all I'm going to say.
I'm going to say, and then maybe Wood gets traded.
Yeah. Well, I think they might sign Wood. They might sign Wood long term, which will be nice. But still, I don't think as much as Omar wants his beloved Mets to win the NL East, I don't think the roster as constructed. You let Edwin Diaz go. Why would you do that? Like, why would you do that? Even I knew in MLB The Show to sign Edwin Diaz when he hit the free market, because that's what you do. Okay, that's what you do. You good? You good over there, Omar? You good?
See the Mets, feel the Mets, see the Mets.
The Mets. Don't get me wrong. The Mets put out a lot of good content.
Look. If you're trying to find someone that is going to disagree with you about the free agent signings of the Mets, if we had Pete Alonso and we had Edwin Diaz instead of bum ass whoever the hell Avil was just talking about, some bum I don't know. That's in
Luke
our
Weaver.
Yeah,
Luke
whatever
Weaver.
his name is. If we had Pete Alonso and Edwin Diaz instead of bum ass Luke Skywalker Weaver and Jorge, I ran into a Polanco.
Or
then
Clay
we'd be a lot
Holmes.
better off.
Or Clay
Or
Holmes.
Clay Holmes.
Bum too. All bums, all the Yankee bums. That's what you get from the Yankees are bums.
Well, they're not Yankee
go ahead.
bums
Why
anymore.
you gotta keep signing Yankee players? I mean,
I don't know.
it's
They're not
like,
Yankee.
as soon
They're
as
not
we
Yankee
get the
bums
most
anymore.
out of a player, as soon as we get the most out of a player, here comes your owner and here comes your general manager.
not true.
Let me take your leftovers. We're gonna sign you to all this money.
By the way,
We know
fake
you're
news.
washed up. We know we're not gonna win,
Fake
but
news.
I'm gonna throw all this money at you.
And then they trade him to Texas and they have success.
and by
Fake
the way, they're not Yankee bums anymore. They're on your roster. So what do you call it when they're on when you've got Holmes and Weaver on your roster? Are you going to call them Mets bums? What are you going to call them?
No, they're still Yankees bums. Let's keep it moving. Amul, what you got?
Okay. I told you already. It was Atlanta. While you were having your crash out, Atlanta was going to be the.
I got the Mets. Let's keep it moving. To the AL. We'll save the AL East for last since we got a
Yes,
couple
we
fans
will.
here from the AL East. So
Yes,
we will
we
start
will.
with the AL Central. And we will start this time with you, AP. Who you got in the AP Central?
I have the Kansas City Royals. Cole Reagans, if he's healthy, I think he's going to be a stud. Seth Lugo, another good stud. Bobby Witt Jr., superstar. Jonathan India, who was a great signing for them last year. Salvador Perez looked pretty good in the World Baseball Classic. I know he's getting up there, but I think the Kansas City has a lot of good components and a lot of good pieces. I actually have the Tigers finishing third because even though Scooble's a great pitcher, Framber Valdez is a locker room cancer. Framber Valdez is a locker room cancer.
Yeah, he is.
Saw it in Houston. We saw his crash outs in Houston, which is why their team imploded. He is going to hinder the Detroit Tigers.
Wow. Okay.
He has crash outs on MLB The Show too, for those wondering.
Here's the thing. The only reason I'm not putting the Tigers any farther is because the White Sox are mid at best.
Mid
at best.
I was about to say.
And if not for the Angels, the Twins are the worst run organization in baseball. Behind
Amul.
So
Yeah.
You
yeah,
had
I
some
have-
things
I
to
have
say
the-
about that in spring training, didn't you?
I did. I did. How much time are you gonna give me? Because I could just wax poetically about.
No,
How
but
much-
first, before you go, just to
Yeah.
make sure AP finished. AP, you didn't finish. Go ahead.
Sorry, my
Yeah,
apologies.
I have I have Kansas City winning the Central.
So do I. I just want to
Guardians
say that
2.
right now.
Guardians 2.
I have Kansas City doing it as well. I think they really focused on making sure that the outer depths of their team and their bullpen were better. I believe that the fall of the Tigers really hurt them last year. And while I like the Guardians from year to year, they're very up and down. And while they were 88 and 74 last year, I believe that this gambling thing will hold a cloud over their head. Go ahead, Amul.
I like the Royals. I do. I have thoughts on the Twins. I feel bad about them for them because their fan base deserves so much better. But when I was down in Fort Myers, like the people that I spoke to consistently said, "Hey, we'll go to games, but it's just the game. That's it. There isn't anything else going on in the ballpark. There isn't anything fun." I think the age range, the guy told me that I was speaking with, the age range of those attending were like, in their 70s or late 60s, early 70s.
Wow.
And this is down in Florida because it just doesn't capture what baseball should be. So I don't know if I would like the owners to sell, but I don't think that'll happen anytime soon. I do think the Tigers will have a decent year, probably not as good as they did last year, because in my view, you can't ride Scooble the whole time. You just can't. There's a reason why, other teams have fortified behind their number one pitcher. And the Tigers have too, but not to the extent that they should have. To go ahead and say, okay, well, I'm not going to sign you to a long-term deal. I'm only going to take the 1 year and that's it. Don't do that to your number one pitcher. Don't do that because he's going to leave. He'll probably leave for the Yankees, or he'll go somewhere else, or the Mets, wherever he wants to go. He might go to Vegas if they expand out that way. But that's what I got to say about the second. So,
all right, cool. Avil, what you got on the AL Central?
Yeah, it's gonna be the Tigers, and that sucks because if we have to face them in postseason, they have been really, really good. Especially if we have an off day. So they scare me sometimes when we have to face them. Because of teams that he's been on, I am not a Verlander fan. But I like him in this pitching rotation. I think even with all the issues, I think they're going to be the team to beat. Plus, Torres had a really good World Baseball Classic. And then who else? It was somebody else. Not Dillinger. McGonigal. When they played in Puerto Rico, they played the Dominican Republic team in an exhibition game right before World Baseball Classic. Whoo! That first ball that he hit off of Sevy, whoo, that was beautiful. He is a rookie to watch.
Yeah. AL Rookie
I think he helps. Sure. I think he helps in a big way, and that puts the Tigers where they need to be to actually fully contend with this team or in this league.
Yeah. I agree completely. Everybody have your Rookie of the Year candidates ready because we're about to get to that in a second. But I completely agree. Well, he's going to be a really, really good player. All right, let's move it to the AL West. This is your division, AP. Are your Texas Rangers going to win this division, or is it the favorite Seattle Mariners? What a freaking juggernaut they got there in Seattle.
Well, I'm going to say this. Cal Raleigh's not going to hit 60 home runs again this year.
He will not.
I don't think he will.
He will not.
Losing in Eugenio is going to be huge for them because he was such a backbreaker, especially in this rotation. I'm not sold on Naylor being the cleanup hitter.
Okay.
I don't think
Julio.
I don't think that Julio's going to find his stride like he did last year. I think he's going to go back to what he was 2 years ago. Wow. They have Luis Castillo fourth in this rotation. Wow. There's something wrong with Castillo right now. They did not have him start opening day. They have him fourth in the rotation. There's something going on with that. And this is history, guys. Every time the Mariners have a great year, they fall off. the following year.
Okay.
The Astros are going to be terrible this year, I feel. They're not going to be as bad as the Angels, even though they lost to the Angels today. But I still do not have the Astros being competitive in the West. Top to bottom, the best roster in this division is the Texas Rangers.
Here we go. All right. Yeah.
Best ERA in baseball last year. Best ERA in baseball last year that you just added Mackenzie Gore to. If they find an offense, it's going to be hard to stop them. But as kind of a little surprise, I think the second best team in this division is the A's.
What?
I love Nick Kurtz.
All right, somebody pull.
I love Jacob Wilson. This is a good young team. I have the A's being a wild card team this year. Rangers are winning the West, but I have the A's above the Mariners, getting a wild card spot. And obviously the Angels are booty, so I'm putting them in last. So Rangers win the West, but the A's are going to be a sleeper team in the American League this year and be a wild card team.
Amul, you look like you have some disagreement there. What do you think?
So I'm just I like when we have these confabs. I like to look at the roster. I like to study it ahead of time. But while we're in the middle of the conversation, figure out why you're feeling the way that you are. I will agree with you, AP, on the A's being a wild card team, if and only if their owner stays out of their way, because their owner likes to meddle, and we know what happened when the owner likes to meddle. Marge shot, pick up the phone. I'm going to say for
Jerry
the West,
Jones, line one. Jerry Jones, line one.
Jerry Jones, definitely. In
I was gonna keep it to a baseball reference, but sure, that works too. Listen, I realize that you're saying that after this year or after a good year that the Mariners will fall off, and this may be my optimism speaking, but I would like to see them win the division. I'd like to see the Mariners win the division. Sure, Cal Raleigh's not going to hit 60. That's okay. We don't need him to. You don't need him to. Why am I saying we? I don't live in Seattle. I like Julio Rodriguez, obviously. Victor Robles may have a resurgent year. They have Rob Refsnyder now, who is a super utility I know him from when he was with Boston. He's great. He's clutch. I think that
bro, don't be mentioning utility players on this program. We don't have time for this.
I just did. Okay, you'll be okay. You'll be okay.
About utility players.
Go have a shot. You'll be fine. But give me the Mariners and their creative bobblehead ideas as the division winners in the West, and the A's to be the wild card.
All right, Avil, who you got?
So, AP, you said something, and I feel like it is my job to bring the receipts and show you why you're wrong. Because I like to bring receipts, and I like to prove you wrong with evidence.
Oh,
so, you said that the Mariners had not had two back-to-back good seasons.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said typically after they have a good season, they kind of fall off.
Okay, so I would like to show you why you're wrong. So as of the end of the 2025 season, they hit a 5-year streak of achieving 5 consecutive non-losing winning seasons. So what?
How many of those were playoff appearances?
No. They still had a back-to-back good season. The playoffs are not the only thing that dictates whether you have a good season or not. That is not.
No, you have to have
They
success.
had a, no,
too.
no. They still had a good season. So whether they flamed out in the playoffs or not is another story. They had a good, decent season. So they had one really great season. And then, okay, didn't make it that well in the playoffs. But then you still had another back-to-back really good season. You're not going to discredit them like that. Now, if they flame out in the playoffs, they flame out in the playoffs, that's on them. But with that being said, you're not going to discredit them. They have had 5 consecutive good seasons. We're not going to do that.
So they're essentially the LA Chargers.
They're going to win. They're going to win. They're going to win that division. They're going to win that division.
They're the LA Chargers because the Mariners are going to Mariner their way out of it.
I don't know.
No, they're going to have another good season. Make it 6 consecutive.
Amul? AL Central.
I mean, what happens? What will happen? You know, I see where AP's coming from, but what happens when all you have is Wyatt Langford to fall back on? You know what I mean? I think I already said the Mariners, but like my bad. Yeah, I said the Mariners already, and okay, Oakland, cool. Or not Oakland, but the A's to be the wild card. Vegas A's. The Vegas A's. Yeah.
Well, let's start with you then on your division and Avril Division. We'll save Avril for last since she went first.
No, I feel like I should yield my time to the Yankee. She can go first. I'll let her.
How about I go first? How about I go first since this isn't my division at all, and I'm the unbiased party here.
Let's go. AL East.
So AL East, I think this is going to be a fun division to watch this year. I think there's a good chance that all 5 teams can potentially be very competitive.
Yeah, it's wide open. Wide open. Yeah.
But that being said, though, I have Boston winning the AL East.
Ooh.
I have Toronto finishing second.
Good.
And
interesting.
It's a toss-up between the Yankees and Rays for third.
Okay. So you have okay. So,
wow. Here's the thing.
Red Sox.
If they get Garrett Cole back to full strength when he comes back, then yeah, the Yankees are going to be very, very competitive. But one thing we know is that when people come off Tommy John, it usually takes a year or so for them to fully get back to where they need to be. Ask Jacob deGrom that for reference. Not only that, Carlos Rodon is also out. Obviously, Max Fried's going to be great. But we also just saw Aaron Judge strike out 5 times last night.
Bum! What a bum!
That is not a good start.
6 foot.
He could probably still win AL MVP. I don't have the Yankees in the playoffs.
What?
I have Boston winning the East, and I have Toronto being in as a wild card.
Spicy.
I'm sorry, Avil. I told you were going to hate me today.
Spicy, Avil. What you got to say?
You're entitled to your opinion. I mean,
I know.
You're never right. I mean, I continuously prove you wrong all the time.
Wow.
But, I mean, you're entitled to your own opinion. Everyone has one.
Except for that time when I told y'all the Cardinals were going to beat the Cowboys on Monday night, and y'all didn't believe me. Because the Cardinals always beat us on Monday night.
Oh.
I'm just saying. Go ahead. Sorry.
I mean, do they?
They do. They do.
Okay.
Every time.
They actually do. I went and looked it up, and they actually do. It fucking sucks, and he was right. They actually do. I went and looked it up.
I literally have to go to therapy.
Baseball show. Baseball.
Sorry. Cardinals both in baseball and football give me trauma.
Omar saying baseball show repeatedly really loud reminds me of when Captain America said a language in the Avengers movies. Like
he said a bad word.
He said a bad word.
I don't know.
You never saw the Avengers?
I don't watch superhero movies. I don't like them. I think they're stupid.
We should discuss that. We should all discuss that later.
I gotta go. Because what? What do you mean? Like, I started my doomsday prep work like a month ago. I'm only like a fourth into my doomsday prep work. What do you mean you think superheroes are stupid? What is wrong with you? You're stupid.
No.
What?
No.
Like, I had a whole year.
Not what I said.
This is
Not what I said.
A whole year's worth of prep work for doomsday. What do you mean superheroes are stupid? What?
This is essentially turned into an Omar intervention show.
Yeah, this is always an Omar intervention. This is what I love coming on this show. I really do.
Not what I said. I said I don't care for superhero movies. Doesn't mean I don't like superheroes. Doesn't mean I never watched comics or cartoons as a kid. I liked X-Men. I like Voltron. I like Transformers. But I don't like what it's turned into. All this shit is really stupid. They turned it into all the CGI nonsense. So I have to watch. I want to go back to where Transformers were on VHS, and I would watch them actually come together in some mechanical formation that you can't see on CGI. And I'm tired of this nonsense. Avatar, stupid as shit. Avatar, forget that. I don't want to watch some blue people flying together looking like some idiots. No, Marvel, they messed up X-Men. Only thing I like
Omar,
is
who hurt
Deadpool
you?
Wolverine.
Omar, who hurt you?
Did you even watch X-Men 97? You didn't. They didn't.
You know I did. You know I watched X-Men 97, the original in
Omar, who hurt
97,
you?
not the new one. I don't watch none of this new
Omar, who hurt
bullshit they
you?
put out.
That sounds like a lot of internalized pain. Who hurt you?
If I had money, I'd pay for
You need to let that go. You need to let that go. Like,
you need to. I mean, do you want us to like have an extended show where we just counsel you on this?
No.
Because I feel like we should. Yeah, April, I feel like we should, right?
yeah, just not tonight because I got another show at 9. But yes, we should definitely have a whole show where we counsel you on this. Because what?
Yeah, we need to do that. I think
Like
superhero movies.
Like James Cameron, Avatar: Fire and Ash made James Cameron my favorite director over the Russo brothers. Now the Russo brothers can redeem themselves with Doomsday, but as of right now, the way that Fire and Ash was done and the job that James Cameron did, sir, he's best director in my book.
Madam, may I introduce you?
Something.
May I introduce you?
Was amazing.
Oh wow!
Because apparently you don't know James Cameron. May I introduce you to the greatest film of all time by the name of Titanic, starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet.
All right, so back to
better than any superhero movie ever.
Let's talk about
back to the AL East.
Back to the AL East because clearly, and I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, watching this, we did not anticipate a third crush out by Omar this evening, and we did not think that he was going to be this sensitive about movies that haven't really been around for a while. I mean, you all know how old I am by now, but like, you never thought that this would happen. But it did. For him to reference Titanic, which, by the way, is Celine Dion. I mean, cool. But, like...
My heart will go on. Not for you, though. How about that?
Okay. All right. Well...
Who hurt you?
Everybody, April. Everybody.
Let's see.
You want to donate some of your services. I am Jets Girl for Life. You can contact me on TikTok, Instagram, so we can get Omar some help.
You asked who hurt him. Let's see. The Mets, the Raiders, the Celtics a couple times.
Oh my God!
Wow.
I'm so upset right now.
Before
I crash out for a fourth time,
let me before Omar decides to end this, before Omar decides to turn the show over to all of us and him leave. Let me give you my AL picks. I'm thinking about this. I am a Sox fan. Yes, I went to spring training. Loved spring training. This is the Margaritaville t-shirt jersey, which I love.
Pull it down a little bit. We got to pull it down, not up.
It's one of the best jerseys It's one of the best jerseys I think I've ever worn or owned. And if the Yankees have one in spring training that's equally as cool, that'd be cool. That's awesome. That whatever works. I've been thinking about this. I would like to be a homer and pick the Red Sox as my AL East, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to pick that because
What?
I'm going to pick them because they've got Marcelo Mayer on their starting in the second base. I would say, I kind of want the Blue Jays to get redemption over the Dodgers, or at least win a pennant in our lifetime. Give me the Blue Jays to take the AL East. If the Yankees had a better, and don't get me wrong, I say this as a Sox fan, if they had a better starting five after Garrett Cole, because I feel like I've been watching the Yankees a lot recently. They rely a lot on I think it's Schittler is his last name.
Stop saying it, Sittler.
Sorry.
Don't say shit on this
Sorry.
program.
My bad. Yeah. And I apologize, April. I really do. I realize I'm wigging you out. But I'm gonna go with the Jays for the time being, and the Sox to get the wild card, because I think the Sox need to earn the division. I really think the Sox need, if you're gonna whiff on a third baseman that we desperately needed, if you're gonna whiff on middle relief that we desperately needed, and then you ended up signing halfway decent players. Don't get me wrong, I love Caleb Durbin. I love that we got him. You haven't dealt with Yoshida. You haven't dealt with Marcelo Mayer. You could have traded both of them. You could have kept, that would have resolved the Jared Duran situation. I'm going to stop before this turns into a Red Sox podcast.
Yeah, please do. Jesus.
I'm not having a crash out, but I just that's the way I feel.
Pick your damn team.
I did. The Jays.
Okay, stop talking, please. Jeez Louise. The Red Sox are going to win this division, but I got more on the Jays later. Averill, who's your team? We know who it is. We know.
Okay, so
You ain't not
let's talk realistic. Let's talk realistically for a second.
All right.
Okay. Here we go.
I forgot Boston existed for a couple years.
Wow.
Y'all trying to come back? I mean, I forgot y'all existed for a couple years.
That's okay. So
yeah,
sometimes.
let's not go there. Let's not go there. There were times, especially when we were talking about the payroll earlier, there were times where I feared playing Tampa Bay Rays more than I even thought about going to Boston. Like, what? Excuse me. No. So let's not do that. Y'all trying, y'all ain't there. Now, since you want to talk about my rotation, let's get it right. First of all, you have Max Fried.
Yes.
He is one of the best left-handed starting pitchers in the AL East.
Yes. The Sox wanted him for a little while.
So, first of all, you're not going to discredit Max Fried. He is the one that carried the team. He had 19 wins last season. 19. So we're not going to discredit Max Fried. So, I have two aces because my real ace, my love, Garrett Cole, is going to come back in June. And he's already throwing. He had, in the game that he played in spring training, he had 7 strikeouts. Oh, but yeah, he's recovering from Tommy John surgery. Okay. So he'll be back by June. Rodon will be back by May. He had either elbow, shoulder, something. I don't know. It wasn't Tommy John, but it was something minor that he's recovering from, and he should be back soon. So maybe a month. Okay. So that's the first two, plus add Max Fried. So that's 3. But, you were worried about who's going to be after Garrett Cole? Okay. So Garrett Cole, Max Fried, because Max Fried's going to take the number 2. Rodon is going to take the number 3. But then you got Schlittler. He's the rookie. Saw what he did in Boston last season. Remember that? Okay. So let's throw him in there. And then right now, Keo isn't even on the 5-man rotation because we're playing out west. So we're not even going to start our 5-man rotation until we get to the Seattle series. So then Heel will join that 5-man rotation. And if I recall, he was the rookie of the year. Okay. He's still at an elite form. You got him behind Garrett Cole. And then we also have Will Warren, who I absolutely love. And they're going to have to figure out who is going to join the bullpen or what they're going to do because we have too many pitchers. And then I don't even know about Ryan Weathers. Like, I don't know about him. Like, this is his first season. And he's one of our starting pitchers. So what do you mean who's going to be behind Garrett Cole? Like, are you delusional? Like, I would love whatever you're smoking because that has got to be some good shit. Now, with that being said, because of the injuries that we have a lot of people injured.
Hey,
We're going to win games, but our season is not going to start off as good as I would like it. And realistically, I think Toronto is going to win the AL East. Realistically, I'm going to give them their props. They're a good team. They are. We have people coming back that's going to make us better. So I think the second half of our season is probably going to be a lot better than the first half because we have so many people out. But with that being said, when it comes down to it and it's the AL championship, it's going to be us and we're going to go to the World Series next season. So can all y'all just stop with the delusions? This is case for number 28. Like, duh.
Case for number 28 means the case to be late. I ain't got time for the New York Yankees, so I will always hate. Yeah, you like them rhymes? That's bars right there. You see them. Anyways, let's keep it moving. All right, we got.
Hold on. Wait, one more thing. Because you said Aaron Judge struck out 5 times last night. So if you actually watch him, you call him the bum one more time and see what happened. So if you actually watch Aaron Judge, you know that he doesn't start heating up until the middle of April. We get to normally around our home opener, maybe a week after our home opener, and he locks in, and it's on from there. But if you are an actual Aaron Judge fan, an actual Yankees watcher, if you actually watch baseball and watch that man play, you know that he does not start locking it in until the middle of April. So everything that happens before now, great. Now, if he's not hitting like that in the middle of April, you maybe can think about calling him a name. But before then, it shouldn't even cross your mind.
But when Juan Soto and Francisco Lindor did that last year, all the Yankees fans came out the woodworks calling them bums. So you know what? They all bums.
I never called Soto a bum because of hitting. I said he was a bum because he can't field for shit. He is not a right fielder. Catch the goddamn ball. He can hit. He is an amazing hitter. He can't catch the fucking ball. Let's be real. You paid him $300 million to not catch a damn ball.
I'm sorry. He's not Sasquatch. Okay, I'm sorry. He's not 6'7" Sasquatch. All right, that looks as ugly as a Sasquatch. Oh, ugly ass Aaron Judge.
I actually kind of agree with Avil. I'm not sold on Soto's fielding.
I mean, no one is. He wasn't meant to be a defender. What are we talking about? That don't mean shit. That don't mean nothing.
So you don't pay $300 million for a designated hitter?
We paid $300 million for the AL. I mean the AL for the. You got me now fumbling my words for the Triple Crown.
He's about to crash out again.
Actually,
he's about to crash out again.
and actually, there is evidence of paying like $200-300 million to a DH. I think the Nats. Well, the Nats didn't do it, but I think the Red Sox did it a while back. The O's have done it way back
who's
in
the
like
player? Who's the player?
So like
probably Ortiz, probably David Ortiz.
Rafael Palmeiro and I was thinking of Manny Ramirez actually, but yeah.
I mean, yeah.
All right. Well,
I was thinking.
I do have to go to the Ryman tonight. I got tickets to go see Robert Plant before he before he might pass away soon enough. He's 78 years old. I can't believe that. But he's playing tonight at Ryman, and I got tickets, so we'll go see him. And I got 20 minutes, so I got to hurry up. Anyways, let's keep it moving. Let's get our champions, MVPs, and Cy Young for each league. We're not going to do Rookie of the Year. I don't have enough time. I apologize, Avil. Actually, you know what, Avil? I know you did a lot of research. I'm going to let you give your Rookies of the Year. No one else can give their Rookies of the Year. Who's your Rookies of the Year, Avil?
I'm going to say McGonagall is going to be Rookie of the Year. I like him.
In the AL, yes. And in the NL?
I don't have one.
All right, that's no problem.
In the NL, I'll say Winterholt from the Cardinals. Might be the only good thing the Cardinals have this year.
I disagree. I think Nolan McLean is going to come back from that abhorrent WBC performance. Yes, Averill, he should not have been in the last game. He did not have the nerves for that. He was not ready for that. But that does not mean he can't win Rookie of the Year. Nolan McLean is the next Jacob deGrom Rookie of the Year.
I was actually going to say Trey Yesovich from the.
Oh, he's my AL. He's my AL. It's Trey, and get his name right, AP. Yes, Savage. Yes, Savage, baby. Trey, yes, Savage is going to be your AL Rookie of the Year.
Okay, moving on.
I'm going to go McGonagall for Rookie of the Year, and then if the Pirates actually give him a start, like bring him up from the minors, give me Connor Griffin.
You can't get one start and make it, but yeah, okay, I got what you're saying. All right.
No, I'm saying if they actually bring him up from the minors and actually play him, then I think
I see what
make
you're saying.
the case.
And they have to do
for
it.
The Rookie of the Year.
They have to do it before April 9th. If not, then that whole what is it, the rookie thing kicks in?
Then the time shifts.
Whatever it
is. They buy a year. The rookies buys a year.
Yep.
I would say for Cy Young, give me
no. Hold on, we're not there. Okay, well that's fine. Yeah.
We're not there yet. Okay,
we are there now. We are there now. AL Cy Young. Hey, you know what? I agree with you. Garrett Crochet is my AL Cy Young.
Give me Crochet.
I think he's going to get it this year. Averill, who's your AL Cy Young?
Do you want the?
Not yet.
For AL, Max Fried.
Max Fried. All right, AL Cy Young.
Good choice. That's still a good choice.
AP, who's your AL Cy Young?
Cole Reagans.
Cole Reagans, AL Cy Young. All right, let's move to the NL Cy Youngs. Amul.
Paul Skeens, if he stays with the Pirates.
All right.
If he doesn't stay.
Yeah. Skeens. Yeah,
but you said he's going to get traded. So what happens if he gets traded?
No, I don't think they will want. They're not going to want to trade him. I think after what happened today in that game, he's going to ask for a trade. That's a whole different situation.
Okay. AP. Cy Young.
It's Paul Skeens.
No, I agree. Let's make it 4 in a row. Paul Skeens for sure. Let's go to we did AL Cy Young. We did NL Cy Young. Let's do NL MVP. Shohei is as you see the odds at the bottom of the screen, everybody. I've been putting the odds down there if you haven't seen. Shohei is your leader in the clubhouse. Averill, who you got?
For which one?
NL MVP.
Fuck it. Tatis.
All right, AP.
I will never go for that other man.
The one true greatest player in the National League, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Ronald Acuna Jr. Amul.
Shohei.
Shohei Ohtani. I mean, you can't go wrong going with Shohei, but I'm not doing that. I'm going with the rest of the crew. I want to go something different. I'm going with Juan Soto from the New York Mets, just putting it on from the beginning of the year. Let's go. Don't hate. Don't give me like y'all ain't been homers the whole entire time we've been doing this fucking show, and now you want to claim me being a homer.
No, I didn't do that. AL
MVP, Aaron Judge is your leader in the clubhouse. As you see the odds at the bottom of your screen, Bobby Witt, Cal Raleigh, Julio Rodriguez, and Nick Kurtz Surprise, number 5 in DraftKings odds, even though he was the Rookie of the Year last year. Let's start with you, AP. What do you got?
Bobby Witt Jr.
Amul.
The prodigal wizard, Bobby Witt Jr.
Wow, 2. Avil.
Come on, for real. Like, we really asking me this? Aaron Judge.
No,
duh.
not really. All right, Aaron Judge. Yeah, I figured. Aaron Judge, I'm going to go opposite everything here. I'm going with the Vladimir Guerrero Jr. off of signing a new contract. Just blows everybody out the water. And that takes me to my champion pick. Yes, we will do our champions picks right now. So let's go around the horn. Avil, ladies first. Who is your World Series matchup and champion?
Matchup who I would like it to be? I would love it to be the Braves versus the Yankees. Who do I think it's going to be? I think it's going to be the Dodgers versus the Yankees. And winner, we're getting number 28. Duh.
Of course. Shouldn't expect anything else. Anyways. AP.
Braves Red Sox in the World Series. And
Braves Red Sox. Okay.
And I got the Braves winning in 6.
Braves in 6. Amul.
Let's go Blue Jays because they have a tight window versus not the Dodgers. Let's go Braves. Yeah, let's do Blue Jays and Braves and have the Blue Jays win it in 6. This is the way too early World Series pick.
No, of course. We
Bound
always
to
update
change.
through the season. And by the way, all of these people here will be with me throughout the season. We're going to keep doing MLB shows, as you know, here on Ball and Buds throughout the season. So we'll have all 3 of these guests on with us. So please make sure you tap in with them in their channels because it's very, very important. All right. You got Avil. She's at Audible podcast there with Bobby G and Wildcard Mar. I want to give them a shout out because they're going on right now in about 15 minutes. So I want you to go right after you get off of here. Don't even leave YouTube. Just go right over to the Audible podcast and keep your ass on YouTube. You can also find AP and Avil and the rest of the crew at Let's Talk Sports. You can also find Rec Room, Bobby G, AP, Scott, and the rest of the crew. Hey, congrats on that new one to Rec Room for the ESPN 980 radio gig. We appreciate that. You can find Amul at AM23 Photography on IG and as well at Ball and Buds. Let me give you my picks. World Series, I agree with Amul. I think the Blue Jays from the AL are going to come back, and I believe it will be a revenge. And they'll get the win on the Dodgers in a repeat of last year. I hate to say it because I want my Mets to go, but I just don't think we're there yet, maybe next year. So I'll take the Blue Jays getting revenge in 6 games over the Dodgers in the repeat of the last year's World Series.
By the way,
So,
fun fact to
yes.
end off here, Phillies for the first time in their franchise history had an opening day save at home. It has never happened in their franchise history
What?
until
They haven't
today.
had a save in 40 years? That's crazy.
They've been around since the 1883, and they have not had an opening day.
130 years? Oh, my
They have not had an opening day save.
That's wild.
Johan Durant became the first Phillies reliever to save a game at home on opening day.
Wow.
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 That's
Well,
awesome.
salute to the Phillies. I still hate them, the Phillies. And
I saw that stat just now. I was like, that can't be right, can it? Like,
no, it can't
that's,
be.
that's
But you know
crazy.
what is right? The Mets still have the best opening day record, 42-23 with a 635 winning percentage, and we whooped that ass. We said, Paul Skeens, take your ass out the game in the first inning, which, by the way, y'all, before we get out of here, that's fucked up. If you're the Pirates manager, there's no way you embarrass your pitcher and take him out with 1 out left. Like, he couldn't have got that last out.
Yeah.
Does everybody agree with me on that? That's messed up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You let your pitcher get that last out if he's Paul Skeens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe try to trot him out there in the second inning if he wants to rebound.
That's what the Giants did with Webb.
Yeah.
Trotted him out there after he gave up 4 because that's what you do with your ace. You don't fucking embarrass him by taking him out with 2 outs in the first inning. That's so embarrassing. That manager should be fired.
I mean, we gave up 2 runs to the Phillies earlier today, but Evaldi pitched all the way through the 5th at the very least. So
starting pitchers, great pitchers learn how to adapt, even if they give up a big first.
That is a poor management decision. You don't do that to your star pitcher.
It is, but you know what's not a poor decision is tuning into Ball and Buds, and that's what you should do. Make sure you subscribe to Ball and Buds, BALLANDBUDS. Hit that QR code up on the right-hand corner. That'll take you to our link tree. You can subscribe to all our social media as well. Make sure you tap in with everybody here. Avil will be on in T-minus 13 minutes at the Audible podcast. So y'all go to the Audible podcast on YouTube and tap in with them for tonight's show. AP is at Let's Talk Sports and the Rec Room. Amul, you can find him at AM23 Photography on IG.
And the website's up.
Hold on.
Photography.
Hold on. I'm going to give you your last word. Calm down there, guy. I'm coming back around the horn. I'm coming back.
Okay,
calm down.
Okay.
Just trying to streamline.
I know how you are with your crash outs, though.
Just trying to streamline everything.
Okay,
find AM23 Photography. What you got, AM? Last word.
I'm at am23photography.com. The website just launched a couple months ago. Shop will be coming soon. And you'll have me, I've got spring training reflections. It should actually already be live, but if it's not, it will be eventually. And just keep tuning in. And tune in for Omar's crash outs throughout the season. I'll be here to help steer the podcast in his absence. That's all I got.
By the way, Nico Horner and the Cubs have agreed to a 6-year extension. So
that pisses me off. Because we wanted Nico Horner, and now
he's with the Cubs for at least 6 more years.
Well, you don't get everything you want in life. AP, sign off for us, brother.
Guys, awesome show. Love doing this with y'all. Even though we have our differences at times, it just shows that we love each other and we're always willing to have great arguments with each other no matter what. So
yes, sir.
I'm excited for the season. This might be a kind of a last hurrah with the impending strike coming, but let's enjoy this baseball season while we can, y'all.
Yep. Avil, what you got for him?
Great show. Had fun. I can't wait to do this a little bit more with y'all because I love talking baseball. But I need to go be a mom for a few minutes before I have to jump on my other show. So I gotta go.
All right. Well, hey, we appreciate everybody in the comments. Chris, Red Sox fan, salute to you. We appreciate you, my brother. Rock Chalk, best true crime podcast on YouTube. Y'all check out at Rock Chalk True Crime. Bobby G, I'm sending Avil to you right now, my brother. Y'all tap on Audible podcast. We love you. Check us out here in the next few weeks. Make sure you hit that notification bell at Ball and Buds, and we'll see you next time. Holla.
JP for MLB Caboose.
Oh, yeah. Whoa. Ball and Buds. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Up. Ball and Buds. Run the show. Let's go. Whoa. Ball and Buds.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Lights on bright like a championship night. Talking every sport and they do it right. Basketball brackets in the boxing fight. Oh my God, the mic and the take so tight.
From the court to the ring, they cover it all. Balls and buzz when the big games call.
Crowd get loud when the show go live.
Sports talk, energy, feel that vibe.
Every highlight replay slow. Everybody watching the
Ball and Buds. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's go, let's go.
Ball and Buds.
The show.
Run the show.
Fight night gloves when the bell go ring.
Break it down like a championship king.
March Madness when the bracket explode.
Talking hoops while the highlights roll. From the court to the cage to the title fight. Every sports fan tuned in tonight. When the play go crazy and the crowd erupt.